right, Square Enix. One! A Fortune Street brought to the United States again would be good, but I don't think they would show that here.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Matt Mercer here, and I'm back as your host of Square Enix Presents.
Hi, Matt.
We have a special E3 edition of the show for you, with new game announcements, updates, and exciting news from our studios across the globe. So let's kick off with the world premiere of a brand new game from Eidos Montreal. We hope you enjoy the show.
Deus Ex, Rise of the Reploids.
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter?
Yeah, it's a Fire Emblem game.
Something that's a part of you.
Oh!
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork. So we got.
Oh boy! That's I Need a Hero. DMCA safe, they said! I wish I could play this because there's actually some pretty good zingers in here. For like Drax, Star-Lord suggesting that Drax take off his pants for a distraction. I mean... Okay. Okay, first off, Russian astronaut dog is great. However, no gameplay, no hype. This might as well be a movie. Oh my god. He just kissed the tentacle and said, I'll call you, I'll call you.
Pro, senior producer here at Eidos Montreal. For the past few years, we've had the privilege to work on our version of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and reimagine it into a single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. It's our own fresh take on the Guardians, and something that's
incredibly
really unique to
vague.
our game is that you get to be Peter Quill. As Star-Lord, you're constantly in the middle of the action as you try to lead this band of misfits. But today, I'm really excited to have all of you join us on this journey.
What was it in
You'll
response to?
hear more
E3.
about the game from our team behind this project.
Cosmo is apparently the Russian astronaut dog.
I've always loved Marvel's cosmic characters. Growing up as a kid, I read them, enjoyed them, loved them. I had the opportunity to write for Marvel on some of their cosmic titles. I went back with the help of Bill Roseman, the editor, and kind of cherry.
Yeah, this is unfortunately it's all like cutscenes and movies. Like this could have been easily, if they didn't say what kind of game it was, it could have easily been a Telltale game.
Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which we loved working on.
I remember the first time that the Marvel crew.
Apparently the DMC free stream is on YouTube. Well, great.
The design of the characters, how they would look, and they stayed silent. I don't know if it's a minute, but in my
It literally
head,
showed
it was a
gameplay. Did
minute.
it?
I was like, oh my god! Like,
Oh, like just then.
Realize how much that
I was looking at the chat when I was saying that. Right when I was okay. I take back what I said then if they showed gameplay.
And absolutely in the spirit of
YouTube and Twitch Gaming's pages.
What makes the gameplay experience unique to me is no matter in what phase of the game you are, whether you're an explorer.
Okay, yeah, there was gameplay there. My bad.
Guardians are constantly around
From
you
that,
and you never feel alone. While you're the leader, the Guardians will also
they
still
should have shown. They still should have shown gameplay in the trailer.
Literally part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
The decisions you'll make will have lighthearted to haunting repercussions, and the game will react to what you do and say.
Gamora, no killing teammates.
Says who?
It's literally in your contract.
I made no such commitment.
They did?
You are playing.
Man, graphics just have gotten real good.
And you're using your jet boots.
Star-Lord is really empowering. He's very agile on the battlefield. He can slide and over with his jet boots. Of course, he has his elemental blasters that have different powers as well.
I'm gonna switch over to the Twitch gaming stream
He can
real
use
quick.
the unique abilities of his Guardians.
We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated.
Created something
There we go.
really big that threatens the galaxy.
There are a lot of very interesting villains in the Marvel franchise. And when you're starting to work on a story like this, you get to get your pick of which ones will make the best for this story. That gives us the opportunity to bring in some that are well known, but some that are also not all that well known.
What Eidos is getting so right about them is capturing what it's like to be a misfit family. They're also bringing in.
I switched streams because there was copyright music on the official E3 thing.
Interpreting it in its own way, I think, makes it feel incredibly fresh and exciting.
There's your
It's
gameplay
not
in the
a
trailer
matter
right
of
at the beginning. There was some dodgy combat
trying to
stuff.
replicate the
Oh,
film. It's trying to take the medium you're working in and make the best version of Guardians out of that.
They made it fun. They made it rock and roll. They delivered everything you would want in a Guardians game.
that was my bad for not paying attention. Then I apologize. Yeah, I'm not. Everything. Every explanation I'm coming up with in my head is just an excuse. So yeah, no, that was entirely my bad. Oh, here we go. Here's the startup screen. This kind of has like the loose sort of comedy feelings that the Deadpool game had, and I'm all about that. There we go. Licensed music has been replaced.
37 units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short. We intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
What about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
holding out on
My
us.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble. Then you can't be bothered to make no sacrifice.
I will sacrifice your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakarantara.
Guys, I think we should hear out Groot for once.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster.
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Oh my god.
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it.
All right, let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather.
We're flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
That was a good landing.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far. That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure
Yep, no, all my complaints out the window. Their initial trailer barely showed any gameplay, and that made me doubt it. But now they've got like all this footage, and it's great. This is the writing is really good. I'm sold on this. I apologize for being so cynical early on.
That is some really crazy lightning out there. Never seen anything like it.
Meteorological suicide is what it is.
Probably is gonna have
Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I face more than enough hardship. Thank you very much.
I like the banter is really good. I like this a lot.
Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Uh-oh, the mushroom woke up.
Everyone okay?
Why are they only across the field? Have you ever tried talking to somebody in a rainstorm? Oh god, it's the YouTube button!
I would be wary, Rodent.
You know what? I survived freaking half-world. I think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready.
What are these things?
They're YouTube slimes!
Shoot first, questions later.
Drop them, Gamora!
This won't hurt much.
Smash them off, Drax! Meet your
Interesting. So you third-person shooter elements and you're commanding your teammates.
It's about to be an endangered species.
Groot! Hawkeye time!
Oh god, the YouTube silver button!
Time to go boom!
That slime had 100,000 subscribers!
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside
It's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Dead end. That's just great.
It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face. Put me.
Encourage Drax or stop Drax.
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No.
Very well.
Peter?
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. Ooh. I guess
Rocket
that
is
only
furious that you
applies
let
to
Drax throw him, so this does kind of have those telltale elements.
I am not familiar with these words. Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Ram it, dash face.
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10.
Okay, deal.
I wonder how it's going to affect the overall story.
Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
If you even think of pulling that
Wait,
scud again.
hear that?
Guys.
More YouTube buttons.
I got it.
Facebook beasts. Face beasts.
These creatures are perfect predators. Stop cheering for the murder monster.
Action reload.
Somebody's having fun. Keep it together, Drax.
A little bit of frame rate issues, but this game is probably in alpha or possibly pre-alpha.
Avoid the mouth, dodge the tail, slice and clear.
Is anything on this planet not trying to kill us? Guys, huddle up! Already missing the jiggle jellies.
They keep moving around.
Licensed music has been replaced.
Don't get too close to that mouth.
We can't open. This guy barely feels it.
Says licensed music has been replaced, so I think I'm good.
Come on, we got this. Perhaps these were sent by Lady Hellbender. Well, she can keep them. How come monsters are never friendly?
Apparently playing your Walkman powers up your allies. Which I wish that worked in real life.
That is definitely in my top 10 fortresses.
Peter?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. The cage.
The point of even getting the Flarkin thing was looking like we mean business.
All right, Rocket. Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter? Look at him. You better have one hell of a sales pitch.
Show off salesmanship, change your mind.
Maybe Gamora's right. We should try selling Groot instead.
Really?
This is an affront to democracy.
I just think that we might need Rocket on the outside.
I love Drax.
Yeah, we noticed.
You want to make that call, then you better not mess this up.
You hang tight there, bud. When the time comes, I'll get you out of there. Rocket style if I gotta.
Drax. Gamora, can you help me with this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as a leader.
Oh, come on.
Don't look at me. I ain't pulling that thing. Remember, buddy, menacing, like me, only bigger. I am Groot. Not bad. Not bad.
You think they would have some kind of motor on it?
Big guy. So, how long before someone else wants to pull this thing?
We are 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
We got this!
What's a click? How long is a click?
Rocky, what are you doing?
A kilometer? That's a huge castle then. So in terms of how much time they're spending on a single thing, feels very reminiscent of the feels very reminiscent of Gearbox's presentation.
Of the galaxy.
But you know,
Many times
this feels a little bit more like cinematic.
the audacity that you thought you could rob me, Dweller! Feast upon them!
You got this, probably. The entire like trailer and like gameplay and the dialogue, the way that they're presenting this is very in like line with how the Guardians of the Galaxy go. Also, pre-order bonuses. Available only on consoles: PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One.
That are being remastered for modern platforms. First up, relive the classic games in the Final Fantasy series, and then get one more peek at Legend of Mana ahead of its June 24th launch.
And inspired a generation to come to life once more. Version of Final Fantasy series returned to Ultimate 2D pixel remaster, so hopefully it's 2D HD or HD 2D. St. Jeezum. Wow! Steam and mobile. Final Fantasies 1 through 6 getting a pixel remaster. Which Mana is this? It's definitely a Mana game. Legend of Mana, okay. Switch, PS4, and Steam.
Up next, Earth's mightiest heroes continue their fight to
There's
defend the world
Avengers!
in Marvel's Avengers. The team at Crystal Dynamics is excited to share the latest updates with you, including new mission types and a growing roster of heroes.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs.
The future's in peril. Apparently, tablets have taken over the world, according to that one shot that Iron Man just landed in.
Keep it moving.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
You're out of your depth.
Yeah, they're just fighting on a floor made out of iPads.
We're shutting you down, Monica.
The world doesn't need Avengers. AIM will save this world. I will save it.
There is no end to these clones. You don't understand what that cube is capable of.
Search the wasteland for clues to stop the coming apocalypse. Is this where we see a lot of possible X-Men? Because maybe this apocalypse was caused by Apocalypse? Oh, Taskmaster. Oh, what is the name that Hulk took on in the future when he becomes like an overlord? Maestro, thank you. Marvel caring about the X-Men? No, Disney caring about the X-Men. Marvel would love to care about the X-Men if it wasn't for the whole Sony thing.
Who has seen 3 Black Panthers fall? I must warn you of a few things. Many eyes follow the path you are about to walk down.
Remember the story that came out about the kid who did a school report on the country of Wakanda?
It is Claw.
Brother, no!
Vibranium doesn't belong to you. You are right. Vibranium does not belong to me. It belongs to Wakanda.
The war for Wakanda. Vibranium Man! Yeah, when they say expansion, I thought it was gonna be like a DLC, but it says for no additional
it's time
cost.
to give mobile players a quick look at some of the games that will be available in the coming months.
Good evening, 426. Our intelligence reports a new threat to global stability. Their reach is
Hitman
unlike
mobile
anything we
game.
have seen before. Following Agent 47's disappearance, you were selected because of your remarkable skills. Execution must be perfect. We will strike from the shadows.
Oh, it's okay.
And
It's
they will never
Hitman's.
know
Okay,
what hit
I wasn't a big fan of the sniper assassin stuff in Hitman, so it's not Hello. I like licensed music has been removed and it's just completely silent. All prayers lead to the cage. Near reincarnation. Once again, the Warrior of Light returns to Adra. Oh, is this a crossover with the original Final Fantasy with the Brave Exvius? I don't play that game. I have friends who do, but I don't play that personally. It says licensed music has been removed, but there's music playing. Oh, I see. that's Twitch putting on music out, over it. And now they have to stop the music because Final Fantasy guns. The first soldier.
Today, the team at Platinum Games is giving you an exclusive look at the epic world of Babylon's Fall, featuring fluid combat, powerful weapons, and a unique art style.
Let's see. Platinum Games? Mr. Block Me on Twitter himself.
Built over 1,000 years, it was meant to be a tower of dreams. But for 1,000 more, it was seen as a tower of ruin.
Then over at MGM, it was a tower of terror.
Persevering through fire and ice and the coldest of winds, eventually the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition. That tower's name is Babylon.
He didn't block me on Twitter, by the way, but he's very block happy on Twitter. And for good reason, too.
Does the savior of Neo-Babylon stand among us? Let's find out without further ado.
It's very interesting.
If I'm to die, then I'll die for hope, for what little hope there may be.
Seen through the veil at last, have you?
I feel like I've grown jaded to new projects, I'm kind of realizing. A lot of new things don't get me excited anymore. Like, all I want is the same crap that they've thrown at me 1,000 times. I'm realizing. Because this looks interesting, but like I have no excitement for it.
Seeing only what you believe.
Two paths lie ahead. Ascend to the heaven above the tower, or fall like this one now before you.
Babylon's
Now
Fall.
begins its tale of both hope and despair.
Danganronpa, Babylon's Fall.
プラチナゲームズは本当にアクションという部分に関しては世界屈指のデベロッパーだと思ってますし、ニーアオートマタでそれが証明できたんじゃないかなと思ってます。ニーアオートマタのアクションを
Oh, I forgot Square published Nier Automata.
このゲームのコンセプトは端的に言うと、ニーアオートマタのアクションでハック&スラッシュというジャンルを楽しむということになります。
もちろん一人でも遊べるんですけど、4人でダンジョンを攻略していくゲームになります。
Square owns Nier? Oh, I didn't know that.
プレイヤーが途切れない目標に向かってアクション追い求め続けることができると。プレイヤーは
I doubt they're going to show Yoko Taro since I don't think Babylon's Fall has anything to do with them.
入手する装備や素材を集めて自身を強化してカスタマイズしていくと。
ゲームのスタイルとしては、オーソドックスなハック&スラッシュという形ですね。ただアクションがスキルや強い力を引き出すためのトリガーになっているところがポイントかなと思ってます。
プレイヤーの背中についているギデモコフィーというのがかなりキーアイテムとなっています。それによって遊び方とか
Apparently the thing on the back of the player is like it's sort of like how you sort of customize your character. Year of the Grappling, like I know, right?
カートゥーンチックなように読むというか、
リアルに本当に存在している人たちがいるかのような感じは意識しました。
このゲームは運営型のゲームとして開発しています。発売後も定期的に新しいコンテンツを提供する予定です。
ようやく皆さんに
Regularly provide new content.
発表できたこと本当に私たちも嬉しくなっていますし、まさにこれから開発の書き
Wait, reintroduce? Is this game already out on? Is this game already out? They're just porting it over to PS5. It's not, okay.
Now let's check out the next major entry in the popular Life is Strange series, True Colors. The team at Deck 9 is ready to give you a deeper look at Alex Chen's psychic power of empathy. But first, here's a look at the Life is Strange Remastered Collection.
Feels so weird to be back. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
Heard great things about this, but I haven't played it myself.
What do you remember about us as kids? I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
We are awesome!
Better texture detail.
Come on, let's dance! Or take my picture with your new camera.
Better texture detail, better lighting.
That's Rachel Amber. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned.
Oh, good. You're here.
Rachel saved my life. She was my angel. Something happened to her. We have to find her, Max. Holy shit. Max, what's going on?
No!
Whoa. I discovered I could reverse time. What the hell is this?
Max, help!
Oh God, it's the trolley conundrum.
Step back before you
kill one person you love or 5 people you don't know.
Then I realized I had a choice and the power to change everything. Arcadia Bay is on the edge of disaster. Time to change time. Whatever happens, I'll always have your back. Always.
Life is Strange Remastered Collection.
Hi, I'm Maya, also known as MXMTune. I'm a musician and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors. I hope you enjoyed that first look at official gameplay from the Remastered Collection. As a longtime fan, I know I did. You can see the love and care that Deck 9 have put into remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm.
Didn't Cyanide and Happiness turn that trolley conundrum into a card game?
Into these two beloved games. Back in March, we also revealed the next major game in the series, Life is Strange True Colors, a small-town supernatural mystery. Alex Chen must uncover the truth behind her brother's death, using her psychic power of empathy to unravel the shocking secrets of Haven Springs. Today, we have a first look at Alex's unique power in action. Here's game director Zach Garris for more.
Alex's psychic power of empathy is integral to the story of Life is Strange True Colors. It impacts every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
For years, Alex has been unable to shut out the strong feelings of others, the fear, sadness, and anger of those around her, leading her to believe her power is a curse. In the wake of Gabe's death, Alex realizes the only way she can find the truth is to embrace her power.
I can't believe this is happening. And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
From the very start, you can use Alex's power to focus on brightly colored auras to gain an insight into people's emotions.
He said!
Just too young. These valuable insights deepen Alex's relationships with the folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue options and events, as here from a scene very early on in the game.
You're gonna lose her. You're gonna lose her, and it's all your fault.
Alex has uncovered a secret that Mac wants to keep hidden from his long-term girlfriend. and now he is terrified that Alex will reveal it before he can talk to Riley.
She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
Call it Max bullshit, avoid
Max
further
telling
trouble.
you a whole lot of bullshit.
Listen.
Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
But are we still together?
Are you serious? I need to get back to work.
Sure, Alex. We'll get out of your way.
When Alex encounters a particularly strong aura, she can reach out to actively connect with that person's emotions. This generates a nova, a supernatural flare that transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that person's psyche. In this altered, emotionally charged state, Alex can experience fragments of thoughts and memories to get to the root of their
Life
issue.
is Strange, ex-Psychonauts.
But not every emotional crisis can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous, even life-threatening amount of power.
He's dead! I wish I were too.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
This anger could kill her. What if I could just take it away?
Using Alex's power is the only way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
How far will you go in pursuit of that truth?
I have helped you, child. This is your ability to feel anger. Snuffed out.
Alex's powers look so awesome. I have no idea how I'll make some of these choices, but I can't wait to play it with you all when it comes out on September 10th. Don't forget, you can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors now. And if you choose the Ultimate Edition, you'll also receive the Life is Strange Remastered Collection. And that's it for today. Make sure to follow the Life is Strange social channels for more.
There's a brief moment where when she said, "That's it for today," I was like, oh, conference over. Oh my god, I'm gonna take your happiness from you.
And now, we are excited to unveil a brand new title from Square Enix Japan.
We got Memory and Hearts, so this is might be related to Kingdom Hearts.
I'm here to kill Chaos. That's my mission.
Nope, never mind.
Looks like Chaos has been waiting for us.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo.
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
I only know one thing. I want to kill Chaos. We need to.
Ooh.
It's not a hope or a dream.
Ooh.
It's like a hunger. Thirst.
Hello, mid-2000s edginess. I need to kill Chaos.
You sure Chaos is here?
Yeah, they can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the Shrine of Chaos. He's here. We just have to hunt him down.
Feel the pain!
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt.
Die already!
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh my god!
There was a knight who left.
I'm getting tiny nicks all over myself from the edge.
Never returned. His name was Garland. If you could, I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Chaos.
I'll crush you! Know when you're beaten!
And who are you? We're here to kill Chaos.
The prophecy's very own Warriors of Light.
Real.
He always wore such splendid
Wait,
armor.
is this a remake of Final Fantasy 1?
Terrifying to behold.
It's Garland.
No. I become Chaos.
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. And then Mario jumps in. It's actually Mario RPG. Demo available soon on PlayStation 5.
I'll leave you with a look at some of the amazing Square Enix titles you can play now, as well as those to come.
I need to kill Chaos.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Just hit me with it.
we're gonna drop plate number 7.
They're gonna do what?
Remake Intergrade. Near Replicant, Outriders. Play this summer. Neo, The World Ends With You. Life is Strange True Colors. Black Panther War for Wakanda. And more to come. Forspoken. Final Fantasy 16.
It's all or nothing.
Endwalker Final Fantasy 14. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep an eye out for news about our next Square Enix Presents. I'm Matt Mercer. See you next time.
Okay. So, Jesus Christ, all that copyright text. So that was interesting. That was about 45 minutes long. Less, that was like 40 minutes long. I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing else here, but I will continue talking about it. So, I feel like that was like less than a lot of the other, what do you call it? Less than a lot of the other presentations, but more in depth. I was skeptical and very wrong about Guardians of the Galaxy in the beginning there. But we only got like maybe like 5 or 6 like big new, we got more than that, but it was like, yeah, less games but more in depth. And I think they used their time very wisely. And they had a shorter presentation, which is probably what Gearbox should have done. But all the games that they showed looked very solid. Guardians of the Galaxy looks like a lot of fun. Final Fantasy Origins, that looked really neat. I want to play like the Life is Strange games. I probably don't need to play the older ones in order to understand True Colors because it seems like it's a little bit more separated from the first games. Final Fantasy Collection was pretty interested. Was pretty interesting. Yeah, the Final Fantasies 1 through 6 being pixel remastered as they were called. Can't wait to see that. I'm trying to think. Anything else that interested you guys? I wasn't really too big on Marvel's Avengers when it was first announced, and maybe I was, but it kind of got a lukewarm reception. I wasn't really into that. We didn't get a lot. We got like a little bit of a look at The World Ends With You, Neo. Yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy, Final Fantasy Origins, and the Final Fantasy remakes were what really caught my attention during that. So I'm super interested in that. The presentation was awful. I don't think it was awful. I think it was just the right. I think it was they made good use of their time. I think it was, in terms of it being sort of like an overall presentation, I think it was good. I think it ranks higher than a lot of these. In terms of what they showed and how like excited I am for everything that they have, it's kind of low. But that's based on my opinions. It was a lot of Final Fantasy. And they did spend a lot of time on Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's probably because they're excited about it. And given what we were shown in this, a third-person action-adventure game with decisions that kind of like affect how your party sort of like how Star-Lord's party kind of feels about him. I'm interested to see where that goes and what sort of variations we can see in terms of like the overall end gameplay. Although I might be putting too much stock into it. It could be that relationship system has like nothing to do with it and changes very little. Like a lot of them. So yeah, that's overall my opinion on the Square Enix one. Not a lot excited me because it's a lot of stuff that I'm not terribly interested in. I will say, Final Fantasy Origins I'm excited about just because of how, like, out the edge it was. But man. So, thank you all for watching, this presentation of, well, me watching the Square Enix, presentation. Next one isn't going to be until, Tuesday when we go to take a look at Nintendo's Treehouse. I would do Capcom, but I think there's going to be something going on Monday, tomorrow, from when this is posted. Rather, it's D&D on Arcadum's channel, where I'm going to be playing D&D during that time. So, probably going to be going straight from this to Nintendo. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Later!